Okay, thank you. Welcome to FutureX SynFutures live discussion series on blockchain and the futures of finance. I'm your host today, Rachel Lin from SynFutures. DeFi derivative protocol allow you to trade and list anything from crypto majors, NFTs to real world assets. So today we're very excited to have industry leaders here discussing about layer 2 and what's next. Welcome Steven, co-founders of Option Labs building Arbitrum, Mihailo, co-founders of Polygons, and Eli, experts in layer 2 for Polychain Capital. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining. To kick off, perhaps could you just tell us a little bit about what you are doing recently and perhaps share with us a story behind your layer 2 journey? Say any moments of enlightenment or happiness or even the difficulties. Steven, perhaps you could start?
Sure. Good morning or good evening, everyone, or good whatever time of day it is by you. Great to be here. Thanks for having us. And yeah, absolutely happy to answer that. So more than that. So our goal is to really build an inclusive ecosystem. And also this really, differs based on where you are in the world as well, right? So for a user in the US, a fee might be acceptable. For a user in a developing country, that fee might be unacceptable. And the goal of this entire ecosystem is really about financial inclusion. And so we want to support inside Arbitrum, many different paths where users can interact via our rollup mode and via some other modes if that's better for them. And frankly, we view the value here in the entire Ethereum ecosystem, and we're excited to be building alongside Mihailo and Polygon, and we think there's really space for lots of there's a wide space here, lots of different trade-off space for different types of users, and we think there's no single solution, and we're internally building a few, and we're happy to see others building alongside us.
What we're really looking for at the end of the day is something that enables new kinds of human behavior. It's with something like Arbitrum or Polygon or like a lot of these layer 2s. I think it's the first time that we're seeing smart contracts that can achieve web scale or web speed, right? And what I mean by that is not just the transaction costs, but also how fast you can actually get the transaction in, right? So you've seen this with kind of like the success of something like DYDX on Starkware, or some of the farms on Arbitrum, or Polymarket on Polygon. I think that a lot of these apps enable some kind of new behavior, or one that's like unencumbered by user experience kind of woes that we've had in the past. And so right now, what we've been seeing with the routers on Connects are something like a APY of like 30 to 50% with like stable coins. And so this is like really, really exciting on like the economic side of things as well. But obviously it's still developing. Outside of Ethereum, I'm also really excited about some of the the scaling initiatives in the Cosmos and interoperability stuff in Cosmos as well. Something that's kind of interesting to me is this idea of a very minimal data availability layer where Cosmos SDK apps can essentially containerize and run in a rollup on Celestia or something like that, right? So there's a lot of really exciting things in this space. There's also well, I don't want to like get too deep into it, but there's a lot of really cool stuff that we're getting really excited about. Including privacy or arbitrary execution environments, interoperability, things like that have been really top of mind for us, though.
So we just want to, at this point, facilitate innovation. There is this famous misquote, let 1,000 flowers bloom, something like that. So we want to do exactly that at this point. We just want to facilitate innovation and see how these solutions will play out in the market. Just don't want to pick favorites. we want to encourage innovation and see how it will play out in years to come, not in months. This is basically a marathon, and we still have, I strongly believe, years ahead of us until we have mature infrastructure and we're confident enough to say, okay, the Ethereum ecosystem can onboard 1 billion people. We're not there yet.
I think if we fast forward 5 years from now and we look back, every single solution today, Polygon, Arbitrum, ZK rollups, anything that exists today is going to look early and primitive because, as to Mihailo's point, we are early and primitive, and we're continuing to develop that, and no one really knows what the roadmap will look like. But what we know at Arbitrum is, we believe we have the most advanced rollup technology today, and we're going to continue innovating. And the one thing that I'll say is I think we can really be inclusive to all these people and use cases within the Ethereum ecosystem. And we're seeing really great solutions within the Ethereum ecosystem like Arbitrum. We're seeing Polygon. And I think that there will be users won't have to leave, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your use case is. I think there will be a place for you, a comfortable place for you inside the Ethereum ecosystem where you can transact in a vibrant community and network at the price point and security level that makes sense for you.